on Netflix. This is a co-main event right now. It's going to be a female fight at 130 pounds. Alicia Baumgartner is defending her almost all of her belts against Leila Baudouin of Quebec, Canada. So Baumgartner had to give up her WBC belt because this fight is 12 3-minute rounds instead of 10 2-minute rounds, which is I feel a step in the right direction. I've always felt that at the pro level, why are women fighting 2-minute rounds, 1 minute rest, versus a 3-minute round, 1 minute rest? It makes a big difference. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. We are about to get going with this female bout, 130 pounds. I think there's at least 3 belts on the line. How are you doing? Do you like to watch combat sports? This is Baumgartner versus Baudouin, female bout, 130 pounds. My name is D Hamaguchi. I'm a pro fighter, and I like doing fight breakdowns and live commentary on boxing and MMA. Okay, so Leila Baudouin is 29 years old. Both women, I think, weighed in at the same weight and are approximately the same height and have approximately the same reach, according to the stats. So just on paper, they're fairly evenly matched. I have not heard of Leila Baudouin before, so I don't know anything about her. Okay, so the commentators are implying that Baudouin has not fought anybody on the level of the world champion Alicia Baumgartner, which does make sense. I mean, that's why the champ is the champ. And the thing is, with women's boxing, there's not quite as much breadth nor depth as there is with men's boxing. In other words, they're just, in terms of numbers, there just aren't as many women professional fighters. So you're not going to have a lot of opportunity to fight at a world-class level unless you're actually fighting for the belt. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to our live commentary. We're watching boxing live on Netflix. So if you have a Netflix account, just log in right now and you can stream the fights. This is going to be a female fight. It's the co-main event. It's Alicia Baumgartner defending her belts versus a woman from Canada named Leila Baudouin. Okay, so right now they're just showing a little highlight package of Baumgartner. Oh, it's evening for me. So I just wolfed down a cheeseburger. How are you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining. Okay, so it looks like, well, actually when they were standing toe-to-toe, I don't know if one of those ladies was wearing heels or not, but regardless, Alicia Baumgartner has, I think, 4 belts, but the WBC doesn't want women fighting 3-minute rounds, so they will not allow her to defend the belt, the WBC. So she had to give up that WBC belt in order to fight 12 3-minute rounds. That's an interesting one, huh? I'm in Southern California. I think in a sense all of Jake Paul's fights are fixed. It's fixed in that I don't think anybody has to say what the outcome is going to be. I think it's just all sort of understood. I call him Voldemort. Voldemort's opponents are getting very well paid. I'm sure there's just something understood before they even step in the ring. Now, his fights versus KSI and the basketball player, I mean, those aren't even really, those aren't boxing fights. Those don't count. His fight versus Ben Askren, I mean, Ben looked so soft in that fight. Super dad bod, just face planted. I mean, he took a dive. That was pretty obvious. So he was just in there for the money. Okay, welcome to the feed, you guys. My name's D Hamaguchi. I'm a pro fighter. I like doing live commentaries on boxing and MMA. I like doing pre-fight and post-fight breakdowns. You can also see some of my own fights right here on this channel. Look for the thumbnails with that are purple. Those are the full fights. They're not shot on a camera. I mean, they're not shot on someone's iPhone. They were shot broadcast quality cameras, so you'll get really clear footage of my fights. Well, the thing is with Voldemort, you know, he's calling the shots. It's his promotion, right? MVP. So he's the promoter and he's the talent. I mean, Anthony Joshua sounds like a dangerous opponent. That's what makes him great. That's what makes him a great opponent for Jake Paul. Because he validates, Anthony Joshua validates Jake Paul, not the other way around. If anything, Jake Paul invalidates Anthony Joshua. So, it's all upside for Jake Paul no matter what. Because he's fighting a former heavyweight champion, a legit former heavyweight champion of the world. All right, so Alicia Baumgartner's now in the ring. Someone's struggling to take off all her jewelry. Not sure if it's real or fake, but I'm not sure why you'd want to have all that stuff on you at ringside. What happens if it's real and you lose it? That would suck. I think she's trying to bling out like some of the male fighters do with their ridiculous chains and pendants. All right, so the announcer. Interesting, we have a female ref. Alicia Baumgartner's trained by Derek James, same guy that briefly worked with Ryan Garcia and, of course, a number of other boxers. All right, so Leila Baudouin is 13-0-1 with 2 KOs. She's from the province of Quebec, Canada. I can't pronounce the name of the town where she comes from, but now they were kind of dissing her for only having 2 KOs, but when you fight 2-minute rounds, it's very hard to get a KO. Yeah, I agree with you. You know, you got to weigh out those risks, right? So that's GMC, risk versus reward. So I don't know what the reward is, but all right, the cat is decided he wants to join. All right, so now they're announcing Alicia Baumgartner. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. We're watching a female title fight between Alicia Baumgartner versus Leila Baudouin. Okay, not sure who else is in Alicia's corner. Oh, it's the Asian dude who makes the grills. I don't know why he's in her corner, but he is. The next fight is that fight of AJ versus Voldemort. I'm going to stop the live before that, I think. All right, the two fighters just touched gloves. They head back to their corners. Mauro Ranallo is one of the commentators. Looks like they're both going to fight out of orthodox stance. This is the co-main event, so it's scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds. Okay, here we go. If it goes the distance, it'll be 47 minutes. Okay, right away, Baudouin, jab to the head, jab to the body. Baudouin tries to drop in a right hand to the body behind her jab. Nice. Both women with a good, decent high guard. Baudouin has a little bit higher double guard. Nice little feinting motions from Baudouin. Alicia is nice and focused. She's not reacting to, she's really not reacting to Baudouin's feinting motions. Looks like Baumgartner's just staying focused, looking for a target. Baumgartner just threw a single jab, another single jab. Both women standing more or less toe-to-toe in the center of the ring, eyeing each other up. Baudouin with a jab to the body. First minute only. They're both circling counterclockwise. Oh, Baumgartner with a nice jab right hand, left body shot right hand. She's already honing in. Oh, and Baudouin with a nice overhand right, but then she got tagged on the way out. Baudouin with a jab to the body. Double jab for Baudouin, followed up with a right hand to the body. Interesting strategy. Oh, Baudouin misses with an overhand right, and Alicia gets a little short counter in there. Alicia parries Baudouin's jab. So already in the first round, Baumgartner's starting to get a read on Baudouin. Oh, and Alicia misses with a right hand. Nice up jab from Baudouin. Baudouin with a couple of body shift feints. Another jab right hand to the body from Baudouin. Baumgartner's saying very disciplined with her stance, with her shoulder position, with her guard. And quite an even round here in the first round. And that's the round. All right, guys, we are watching live boxing. This is the co-main event. It's a female fight at 130 pounds. Derek James is talking to Alicia Baumgartner in the corner. And we cut away to the change rooms of Voldemort. He's sitting on a gray leather couch with pillows that say AJ versus Voldemort. And for whatever reason, Voldemort is purposely looking away from the camera, tying his shoelaces. I didn't realize he had a tattoo on the side of his skull. You can see it because he shaved that part. All right, here we go. Second round, scheduled for 12. These are 3-minute rounds, so this is a new precedent for women's boxing. All right, so both women right away center of the ring. They're playing a little bit of patty cake with their jab hands at the moment. Baumgartner looks like she might want to start to open up this round as she unloads immediately with a hard jab right hand. Another jab to the head, right hand to the body from Baudouin. Oh, and Baumgartner opens up with the lead right hand that catches Baudouin. So triple jab from Baudouin followed by a right hand, but she gets caught on the way out. And the thing is, Baudouin is starting to miss with that overhand right, which leaves her open for a counter left hook from Alicia. Alicia right on top of Baudouin. Baudouin's trying to move around the perimeter. Baumgartner's holding center ring and just tracking Baudouin as she moves. Now she's going clockwise. Baumgartner's using that single jab just to measure Baudouin. Oh, Baumgartner misses with a big overhand right. No, Baumgartner missed with a big overhand right. Baudouin comes in with a jab, right hand to the body, but she gets caught on the way out. Series of single jabs from Baumgartner. She's just feeling Baudouin out, getting a reaction, getting a read of the distance. A minute remaining in the second round. Oh, and Baudouin just got caught as she came again with that overhand right. Baudouin trying to grab right now. Last half minute of this second round. Baudouin with some single jabs. She's starting to react to Baumgartner. Oh, goodness. Okay, Baumgartner just dropped in a hard 1-2. Baudouin jab to the head, right hand to the body. Oh, big lead right hand from Baumgartner. All right, so as Baudouin comes down to the body, I like that she's trying to work the body, but she's got to be careful on her exit. Good morning. Welcome from the UK. You're dedicated to be watching boxing first thing in the morning. Oh no. For some reason we have this female Netflix commentator just screaming and introducing Bert Kreischer. I don't care. Bert Kreischer's in the audience and 3 other people. All right, whatever. This is a horrible use of the 60 seconds between rounds. I don't want to see a bunch of yahoos in the crowd. I'd rather listen into the corner work. If anybody knows who these people are, let me know, although I don't really care. I guess maybe they're all comedians. All right, here we go with the third round. I wish they'd cut away from this garbage outside the ring. All right, so third round, Baudouin on the outside, but right away again, Baumgartner starts to open up now with her jab right hand, and she again through a lead right hand, starting to find its mark. I think Baumgartner's looking for this big right hand. I think she wants to KO. Oh, nice. Baumgartner faked like she's going to throw a right to the body, but came back upstairs. Baudouin again tries for that jab to the body, but Baumgartner parries it. She tries for an overhand right and completely misses and gets countered on the way out by Baumgartner. So Baudouin's got to come up with some other ideas here other than jab and right hand to the body. Oh, jab to the body from Baumgartner. And right hand from Baumgartner. I don't see this fight going the distance. We're only in the third round, and Alicia Baumgartner is starting to hone in on her opponent, Leila Baudouin. So what I like about Baumgartner, she's parrying Baudouin's jab, and then she's set to counter. Okay, a little grappling right there. The ref separates them. Back to center ring. Both women just standing almost toe-to-toe, looking dead at each other. Baudouin with a 3-punch combination followed by a 4-punch combination. But Alicia moves just barely out of the way to make her miss. And then Alicia's starting to hone in on her counter right hand. Oh, and Alicia threw a lead left body shot. Nice lead left hook counter from Baumgartner. Okay, Baudouin lands a nice sharp jab. Another nice sharp jab and a short left hook from Baudouin. Nice footwork by Baudouin in terms of cutting one way and then the other. Now, where I think Baudouin is making a bit of an error is with that overhand right, because when she misses with that shot, she's wide open. Okay, 10 seconds to go here in this third round, scheduled for 12. These ladies are fighting 3-minute rounds, which is unprecedented. It's not the first time, but it's just not typical. So, unfortunately, the WBC refused to sanction this for 3 minutes, so Baumgartner had to vacate that belt. She's not defending it, which is an interesting tactic for the WBC to take. They're kind of left out, right? All right. So somebody's asking me if Voldemort wins. Well, I think it's rigged. I mean, it depends how he wins, you know? The thing is, it's a win-win for him no matter what. If he goes the distance with AJ, it's a win for him. If he doesn't get knocked out by AJ, it's a win for him. Oh, wow. And already back to the female fight, the left eye of Baudouin is starting to really swell up. There's a purple, and it's swelling both up here and on the top and the bottom. So if that eye closes, she might, they might stop the fight. Now, if it stops, they've got to get through, well, they're past 3 rounds now, so if she gets stopped on a cut or something, anything medical, they're just going to go to the scorecards, and I think it's pretty safe to say Alicia Baumgartner's ahead on the scorecards at this point. The only round that was in question was the very first round because it was so close. All right, the women are fighting at slightly closer range now. Starting to mix it up a bit. Instead of just single punches at a time. Right. Baumgartner just landed a nice jab to the body. Baudouin rushes in with a 1-2. Baudouin, nice parry. Nice weave under with a left hook by Baudouin. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, AJ cannot afford to lose a fight. See, that's the thing. It's Jake Paul can. He can afford to lose it. There's no shame for him. I mean, but for AJ, he'll be a laughingstock if he loses the fight. So, I think they both know that. So, in a sense, rigged could be that Jake Paul doesn't get knocked out, you know? All right, we had a little skirmish there, and Baumgartner pushed Baudouin to the canvas, but they're back up. We got a minute left in this 4th round. Baumgartner starts to feint level change. And Baumgartner's really starting to put her punches together. 3 and 4 punch combinations. All right, Baudouin closes distance and then clinches up. Half a minute to go here in this 4th round. Baumgartner still with single jabs, and then she mixes it up. Double jab to the head, jab to the body, another single jab to the body, feint body shift. Baudouin sneaks in a jab. I think Baudouin's issue is that when she puts her combination together, she just comes straight forward. And that's allowing, that's giving Baumgartner an opportunity to counter her. Hi, how are you guys doing? We're watching Boxing Live. If you have a Netflix account, you can just log in and you can see the fights free, or yeah, it's basically, you don't have to pay pay-per-view for this. All right, we see Derek James giving Alicia some instructions here about, it looks like he's saying step to the side, taking small steps to the side. All right, here we go, round 5. This is unprecedented because women usually fight 10 2-minute rounds in title fights, and this is 12 3-minute rounds. So in that sense, it's definitely progress. All right, right away, Baudouin opens up with a jab to the head, jab to the body, right hand to the body. The women are standing right in the center of the ring, both of them with decent high double guards. Both of them are doing a good job of parrying each other's jab. Right, thus far, the unofficial score person has it 3 rounds Baumgartner, 1 Baudouin, and I would say that's very fair. All right, oh, Baudouin just missed with a big overhand right and got countered there. So I think this could be her, that big overhand right could be her undoing. Baumgartner with a little touch jab, and then she opens up with 3-4 hard punches. So, oh, nice jab by Baudouin. Snaps Baumgartner's head back. Was Joshua told to hold back? We won't know that. I mean, unless he ever admits it, but he's probably got a what do you call that? Non-disclosure, like he's not allowed to talk about it or something if they do have an argument. All right, this women's fight, they're both clinching up in the center ring, whacking each other on the body with their free hand. And that purple swelling is really starting to come out on Baudouin's left eye. So if her cut man's not able to keep that swelling down, it'll be an issue for her, and the fight could get stopped from that. And again, women clench up center ring, try to hit each other with their free hand. All right, so here, see, Baudouin has just in that exchange abandoned the jab and clinches as soon as Baumgartner throws a punch. Yeah, okay, so neither woman is really wanting to fight on the inside, they're just clinching up. All right, Baumgartner's trying to fight on the inside there. Baudouin is just clinching up. All right, we got half a minute to go here in the 5th round. Oh, nice lead left hook by Alicia. Another lead left hook from Baumgartner. She's starting to get a really good read on Baudouin. Okay, so as soon as Baumgartner throws a couple punches, Baudouin's closing distance and then clinching. And that's the 5th round. All right, so Baudouin starting to show a little frustration here. All right, I don't know who we're showing on the screen here. A dude in a tux. I probably should know who it is. It says podcast coming soon to Netflix. Oh, David Portnoy. Oh, the Barstool guy. All right. Yeah, major problem with that eye for sure. Yeah, okay, so we're cutting to footage of Baudouin's cut man trying to bring the swelling down. I don't know if he knows what the F he's doing because he didn't apply enough pressure there. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to bring that swelling down. You can't just wipe the end swell over it. Okay, anyways, back to the action here. Sixth round, unprecedented. 12 3-minute rounds instead of 10 twos. So I appreciate the fact that these women are doing this, so nobody can say that it can't be done, because they're living evidence that it can be done. They're doing it right now. Hi, how are you doing? We're watching live fights. This is Alicia Baumgartner, the champion. She's defending almost all of her belts to Leila Baudouin from Quebec, Canada. Okay, again, as soon as Baudouin closes distance, she just clinches up. So this is going to be a challenge for Baumgartner to keep her off enough to actually do some inside fighting. Baumgartner opens up with a big white overhand right. And then as soon as Baumgartner throws a 1-2, Baudouin clinches with 2 underhooks. Baudouin comes in straight with a couple of jabs. Goes back to a double high guard. Again, Baudouin comes forward on a straight line with a jab right hand. Baumgartner with a single jab and then a lead right hand. Back to center ring. And again, as soon as Baudouin closes distance, she grabs Baumgartner's neck and around the waist. So she's not, I mean, if you're going to clinch up like that, that indicates to me that you don't know how to fight inside. Oh, nice little right sneaky body shot there by Baumgartner. Another right body shot by Baumgartner. So she's starting to get a read on, you know, how to keep Baudouin from clinching up. Baumgartner tried to get in some little right uppercuts there before Baudouin can clinch. Well, the thing is, whether she wishes the rounds were shorter or not, I mean, she knew what she was stepping up for. So the thing is, the timer in all the gyms is set to 3 minutes. Most gyms, like that are real gyms, have the timer set to 3 minutes on, 30 seconds rest. So that's what we condition ourselves to. All right, Baudouin trying to move around the ring here. Then as soon as she closes distance, again, clinches in. Oh, nice 1-2 by Baudouin. All right, but if Baudouin wants to have a chance in these last few rounds, they need to make adjustments. All right, this cut man doesn't know how to bring down his swelling. He's not doing that right. That's not how you do it. Oh well. All right, we're cutting to backstage with Anthony Joshua warming up in the corridor, doing some little calisthenics, jogging on the spot. Supposedly he's working with Team Usyk, so let's see if that changes his fighting style. All right, here we go. 7 rounds, scheduled for 12. These are 3-minute rounds, which is unprecedented for the women. Most women's matches are scheduled for 2-minute rounds, and with a world title being 10 2-minute rounds. So this is great that it's 12 threes. All right, here we go, round 7. The action opens up right away. Baudouin tries to throw a hard overhand right. Alicia with a jab to the head, jab to the body. What's interesting about Baumgartner is she doesn't just throw every shot hard. She'll throw out some touch jabs there, even some touch right hands. And then she'll unload and throw harder punches. Very focused Baumgartner. She's picking her shots, picking her target. Nice 1-2 by Baumgartner. And Baudouin circles around, tries to drop in a right hand to the body. Okay, but there again, as soon as Baudouin closes in, she almost starts to grapple again. When she comes with that right hand and misses, that means the distance is closed. Oh, Alicia tags her with a lead right hook. A nice movement on the outside, but Baumgartner just caught Baudouin with a nice little short right hand there. Baudouin needs to follow up that right hand with a left hook. See right there, she just ends on that right hand, which is this is just gonna get her countered. Okay, and then Baudouin starts to grapple again. Well, I mean, Jim C is saying that it can't get any worse for Jake. That's funny. It all depends. This is the big mystery. You know, how much will Team Usyk have an impact on AJ's performance? All right, we're winding down here in the 7th round. Alicia making little feinting motions like she's going to throw a really hard right hand or a jab. Baudouin's marching forward. Oh. Little right hand drops Baudouin right on the bell, and the ref administers the count. 8 count. Ask Baudouin to step to her. Okay, Baudouin's corner, trying to revive her. They're doing the right thing, pouring cold water over her head. Ice pack to the back of the neck. Sadly for her, her cut man doesn't know how to bring down the swelling properly. Yeah, it was his chopping short right hand as Baudouin came forward. Well, you know, Baudouin might regret this in a sense. She may not be. She's got to know at this point she's in a bit of trouble. But look, it was an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity to fight on a big platform, to be seen by a big audience, bigger than she's ever. She's probably getting paid more money than she's ever been paid. So, you know, that's why people step up to the plate. All right, I'm not sure why the ref is holding this up. Okay, so here we go. 8th round. Right away, Baumgartner opens up with a lead left hook. And Baumgartner playing the role of a hunter right now, just crouching down and tracking Baudouin. Baudouin tries to move around the perimeter of the ring. The referee really yelling at Baudouin not to grab. Jab to the body by Baumgartner lands. Baumgartner very light on the feet, looking nice and fresh. Baudouin doing her best, circling to her right. She throws out some nice sharp jabs. To Baudouin's credit, she still has her double high guard up. So she's come into this fight in good conditioning. Still got that double high guard up. So, but it's that lead loopy right hand that's getting her in trouble because she doesn't follow up with a punch after it. And you've got to mix up those right hands too. So if she had more variety, you know, she could keep Baumgartner guessing a little bit. All right, here's the cat again. Oh, nice little right uppercut on the inside by Alicia. Just over a minute to go here in this 8th round. Oh, right there, as Baudouin comes in with that, she gets countered by Baumgartner. Baumgartner's still light on her feet, throwing out some probing jabs. Baudouin gets in a little left hook, but then starts grappling. Nice double jab by Baudouin. See, the thing is with Baudouin, I mean, she has no other opportunities, right? Like, it's like, oh, do you want to fight on this huge Netflix card and make X amount of money? Or you want to fight in the middle of nowhere on an untelevised card for, like, probably 1/100th of the money or 1,000th of the money. It's sort of a no-brainer, you know? You don't turn down opportunities like this. So double jab, little right uppercut by Baumgartner. It's not like any of the other boxing promoters are trying to put on female fights. So, you know, where else is there for Baudouin to go? You know, she knows she's coming in as the opponent. She knows that the deck's stacked against her. But when an opportunity like that knocks, there's only one right answer, which is yes. Okay, now let's take a look at, or try to take a look at what's going on in Baudouin's corner. Again, her cut man doesn't know what he's doing. Hopefully he can keep that mouse under her left eye down enough for them to allow the fight to continue. Okay, this guy needs to go to cut man school because someone needs to teach him how to use the ends well. Okay, so Baudouin's nodding her head. She's got a very young corner. These guys look like they're still in their 30s, so there is a problem with that, but, you know, they've gotten her this far, so. All right, here we go. 9th round, scheduled for 12. These are 3-minute rounds. Baumgartner comes out. She's looking very light on her feet. And to Baudouin's credit, she's still, as I said, she's still maintaining that guard, so she does have good conditioning. She's not all gassed out. She's technically outclassed, but she certainly has the heart. Okay, Baumgartner just throwing out lots of little touch jabs, probing jabs, and then Baudouin storms forward and gets caught on her way in. So if Baudouin had a little more variety in how she could close distance, like she, you know, using body shifts more, but she just comes straight in on a straight line, and that's been the problem tonight because Alicia is able to read that and then just counter, time it. Okay, nice couple of lead left hooks there from Alicia. Another left hook right hand combination from, and again, Baudouin lands a nice little sharp jab to Baumgartner's chin, but Baumgartner's right back on target. She's throwing little touch punches and then she'll throw some hard ones. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the live streams, remember, you're always welcome to drop some jewels or a super. Of course, you can always just drop a super thanks on any video anywhere. Just go down to the comments, scroll over to the right, click on the little icon, and you can select an amount. And every penny helps, so any amount is appreciated. Nice right hand by Baudouin. Now Baudouin's starting to load up on some of her punches here. She got up a couple of body shots there. And again, she comes with that loopy hard right hand, and when it doesn't land, she does not follow up. Okay, Baumgartner with these nice sharp little jabs and 1-2. Baumgartner covers up with a high single guard on the way out. Sharp jab from Baumgartner, circles around. Oh, sneaky little right uppercut there by Baumgartner. Back to the double jab, single jab. Alicia misses with that right hand, but then she throws a nice straight 1-2. Well, now we have an interpreter. They're telling her to breathe. Okay, well that's helpful. Yeah, this guy does not know how to use that as well. I know I keep saying that, but it's always shocking to me the lack of knowledge shown by cutmen on how to bring down swelling. Okay, so Baudouin's corner is just, they're still giving her specific instructions, which I think that's great. That's a great sign, you know, and she's nodding her head like she knows that what she wants to execute here. Yeah, Baumgartner, I think she knows that she can afford to box, that she doesn't have to load up. So this is how you learn in an actual fight, right? Like Baumgartner might as well use the opportunity to practice certain movements that she's been working on. Here, so you can see Baumgartner throwing out little touch jabs and little probing jabs. She's not loading up. She's not coming with like a huge amount of urgency. She's just looking to set things up and looking to get a reaction from Baudouin. And there we go. Baudouin comes in with a up jab to the head. So Baudouin again, she's doing well for where she's at. Like she's trying to use that jab right hand. She's throwing the right hand a little more straight at this point. And Baudouin still has a nice high double guard up, so I got to give her credit for that. Both women have good footwork. They're taking very small little controlled steps. They're not crossing their feet. A nice little level change there from Baudouin. So she's still mentally there, you know. She's doing her best, right? She just has a little more limited arsenal than Alicia. Again, right there, that right hand misses and she's out of position. Okay, the woman clinch up on the inside. The ref separates them. Okay, we got under a minute to go here in this 10th round. All right, Baudouin. Oh, goodness. Just as Baudouin covered up and pulled out, Baumgartner got off 2 hard punches. Alicia with a jab to the body. Baudouin starts to grab around the neck. Oh, nice right hand from Baudouin. But I mean, at this point, Baudouin needs a stoppage or a KO. And again, Baudouin misses with that overhand right. Baumgartner with that nice little right uppercut to open things up. Oh, and hard jab right hand by Baudouin, and then, by Baumgartner, and then Baudouin grabs her neck. Okay, we got 2 rounds to go here. Right, and we're cutting to commercial for I don't know what. Oh, Snoop Dogg and Netflix. Okay. Snoop's Holiday Halftime Party. Game Day, live on Netflix. All right. All right, so let's see what happens these final 2 rounds. Now, these are rounds 11 and 12. Unprecedented for women's boxing. These rounds are 3-minute rounds. All right, these are the championship rounds, for real, for real. And right away, both women come to the center of the ring, standing almost toe-to-toe. Surely Baudouin knows that she needs to fight with a sense of urgency, but I really like the fact that she's still got her high double up. Hi, welcome, we were watching live boxing. It's a female fight at 130 pounds. It's a title fight, unprecedented 12 3-minute rounds, because usually ladies fight 10 2-minute rounds. Oh, and as Baudouin comes in for a 1-2, Baumgartner's punching right with her and counters. All right, jab right hand, left uppercut by Baumgartner, right in the center of the ring. This is a good action fight, so hopefully, fight fans appreciate this. Nobody's running around the ring doing the Devin Haney. There is a fair amount of clinching, but it's not egregious. Oh, Alicia just landed a hard right hand to Baudouin. And then Baudouin responds by grappling. Baudouin has an underhook. The ref breaks him apart. The back to center ring. Right away, Baudouin gets an underhook. Ref separates him again. All right. Alicia trying to work the body here as they close distance. Baudouin really going for that underhook. Ref separates him apart again. Now they're standing toe-to-toe with Baumgartner starting to open up to the body. Oh, nice little right hand gets in for Baudouin. Another right hand. So maybe this... Not sure if this is the best strategy for Baumgartner because she was doing well from the outside. And now Baudouin does not seem to mind fighting on the inside. Interesting, because I thought she was just grabbing so much that she really didn't want to fight on the inside, but now she's starting to open up. Less than half a minute to go here. All right, Baudouin, let's see what you got. All right, Baudouin, to her credit, double high guard is still up. Baumgartner's just picking away at her with her nice sharp jab. Okay, the referee separates them, and it is the end of the 11th round. Baumgartner raises her hand as she returns to her corner for the last time. Oh, Derek James seems to be calling for angles on the inside, which makes a ton of sense. Yeah, Baumgartner did get caught in that last round. Yeah, maybe with Baudouin under that pressure, that sense of urgency, maybe that's what brought that out of her that last round. That was I was impressed because she flipped a switch there right towards the end of the round, Baudouin. Up until that point, she hadn't done anything solid on the inside, but she came alive there and landed that nice right hand. Okay, final round here. 12th round, 3 minutes. Oh, and Baudouin opens up here. Catches Baumgartner again. Now, they gave that last round to Baudouin, probably for that one hard shot. So let's see if Baudouin can pull this off the upset here. But she needs to come up with something big here. Baumgartner throwing that single jab at a regular rhythm. Baudouin comes in behind a double jab. Baudouin has 2 minutes to make something happen here. Oh, Alicia opens up with a lead left hook. Nice work. And Alicia with a big overhand right. But Baudouin immediately grapples. And again, Baudouin starts grappling. Nice sharp jab from Baumgartner. She catches Baudouin on the way in with that sharp jab. All right, with just a minute left to go here for Baudouin, she can't afford to wait. She's got to go for it. 1 minute left. Oh, and Baudouin is going for it there. She threw 3 hard punches. They did not land solid, but that's the right spirit. Oh, big overhand attempt from Baudouin again. So, good showing for Baudouin down the pike. Oh, and a big right hand, and another big right hand lands. Nice work by Baudouin. But she can't afford to grab like that because she's just killing the clock. Right, she's got 30 seconds left here to make something happen. Or Baumgartner's going to walk away with the decision victory and retain her belts. All right, just 10 seconds remain here for... Oh, and to Baudouin's credit, she's hitting hard to the end. So there's no quit in her. If nothing else, she's going to win everybody's respect. And folks are on their feet. Folks are on their feet at that closing bell, and they're applauding, and the women hug it out. That was a good fight. Okay, so that was a real fight between 2 professional boxers who happen to be female. Up next, there's going to be an event between a professional boxer and a Fugazi boxer. All right. So I think we're going to see Alicia retain her belts with a pretty wide unanimous decision. Arguably, you could give the first to Baudouin and maybe 2 of the closing rounds to Baudouin. But other than that, I mean, so that would be still 9 rounds to 3. Baumgartner. And still. All right, but right now we're on commercial break, so let's just wait for them to come back for the official particulars, as they say. But how do you guys have it? Well, how many rounds do you give Baudouin, if any? All right, we're at commercial for DoorDash and Pro Wrestling. Do you guys like DoorDash? I don't really use them. I've used Uber Eats and Grubhub, and that's about it. All right, so the unofficial scorecard gave the first round and the 11th round to Baudouin. All the other rounds I gave to Baumgartner, so it's Unofficial scorecard 118, 109. Yeah, I would say that's fair. You could maybe argue that we give Baudouin one more round, but that's it. I can't see how any judge scores it with more than 3 rounds to Baudouin. 3 is max. Oh, and that's right. There was one 10-8 round, so that would make the score wider, but in terms of just rounds. Okay, let's hear. Wow. 117, 110, 118, 109. And still, yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you. 2 is pretty. Alright, so. And still. So she has a black belt, a red belt, and a baby blue belt. Alright, I don't really care about the stats. I know what I saw. Hi, my name's D Hamaguchi. I'm a pro fighter. You can see my fights on this channel. Look for the videos with the purple thumbnails. Oh man, and it's Ariel Helwani in the ring. Not my favorite person, but alright, so Ariel, not really interested in his interviews, so I'm going to take a brief break for a moment, but hang tight. I'll be back in a second. Alright. We're on commercial break. Right. Alright, yeah, it's an ad. Okay. We're watching live boxing. What fights are you guys looking forward to? Either in the UFC or in boxing? Do you guys care about Teofimo versus Shakur? I'm gonna root for Teofimo in that one, I think, but you know, Shakur might be able to just outbox him. Oh, we are watching an ad for Stranger Things. Volume 2, Christmas. Finale, New Year's Eve. I'm not into that kind of sci-fi slash horror stuff, so. Alright. Chappelle is on. Oh, yeah. Dave Chappelle's advertising his special that's gonna show after this main event. All right, you guys. What do you think? Are you guys watching this? Or should we boycott it? Because this guy's not really a boxer. Oh, Grant Boxing really sold out because they sponsored Voldemort. What's up, Steven? What's up, Darnell? What's up, Matt? Alright, do we watch this or do we boycott it? Alright, they're showing some AJ highlights at the moment. Back when he was unified champion. You want to watch it? Haha. Okay, so they just labeled Voldemort the most watched boxer on the planet. I wonder how they come up with that statistic. All right, Jim, you willing to put your money where your mouth is? You don't have to, but I'm just asking. Okay, Voldemort versus Anthony Joshua. I mean, I'm guessing there's still more lead up. Alright, you guys tuned in to Netflix? There's no pay-per-view fee. All right, so now we got 4 talking heads talking about what they want to see in this fight. Interesting that Layla Ali is on the desk. I mean, I think that's great because there were more than a few female fights on this card. There were, I think, at least 2 other female fights on the preliminaries. Notice how they've structured it, like how the UFC structures it, like calling it prelims and then main event, main card versus, in boxing they don't do that. It's just main event and undercard is everything. That's not the main event or the co-main event. Hi, welcome to this live stream. My name's D Hamaguchi. I'm a pro fighter, and we are watching live boxing on Netflix. All right, so it's still going to be a while because we're looking at footage of Anthony Joshua. He's still got his, has the Brits call it a vest on. Americans call it a wife beater. So he hasn't put on his ring walk attire yet. Yeah, I don't know about Voldemort being a true champion. All right. Elvis Grant, you sold out by sponsoring Voldemort. Those are not the greatest fight gloves. They used to be pretty good. They're nice. They're nice, but I don't like them. I've had Grant gloves in the past. I don't like them as fight gloves. I like the Everlast MX glove. All right, we're still doing. Oh yeah, well we're still doing mitts in the back. It's gonna be a minute before they come out. Oh my God, Jake Paul's still working with no neck. See that fat guy holding the mitts? That was this idiot out of Gleason's gym. We used to call him No Neck. He was a complete liar about who he was and what he'd done, but whatever. He somehow wormed his way into the Jake Paul contingent. So good for him. He's making some money. No, I have not had the chance to try rival gloves yet, Jim. Have you? What gloves do you like to use? The interesting thing with rival is that they innovated the lacing up system and then everybody copied it. Like Everlast copied it. But they were the originators of having those little grooves in the cuff of the glove so that the laces could fall in place. If you've tried rival gloves, let me know what you think. I've got to re-up on gloves pretty soon. Or actually I'm overdue to re-up on gloves. I know that I like the MX 8-ounce glove. Right, I don't know who that idiot is in Jake Paul's change room trying to do a shimmy, but oh, Lila Ali just said 100% AJ needs to knock out Voldemort. All right, guys, show some love for the commentary. Drop some jewels or maybe leave a super chat or super thanks. All right, Lennox is calling for a stoppage in the second round. Oh no, I can't stand this chick who's screaming, so I'm gonna turn her down and mute her. I don't know who she's talking to and what she's screaming at them, but this guy does not look like, oh, it's Rory McIlroy. Not a boxer, but we need to know his opinion about this boxing fight. Interesting how much Hollywood gets attracted to boxing. All right, now we're cutting to some drone footage of Miami and the Kaseya Center. Kind of a cool looking bridge that leads up towards it. All right, guys, I'm starting to fade fast. You guys, you're gonna have to keep me entertained here if you're still on this live stream. We are watching live boxing. We just finished watching Alicia Baumgartner defend her belts in a very skillful fight versus Leila Baudouin from Quebec, Canada. Now, I've never heard of Baudouin before, but she, I got to give her credit because she stayed, she showed that she did have great conditioning. She had a limited repertoire, but she did very well with what she had. And she even made a surge towards the end of the fight. She understood it was urgent for her to try to get Baumgartner out of there, so she did pick it up for a bit. But she just didn't have a big enough skill set to be able to eke out a win, either a decision or a stoppage win versus Alicia Baumgartner. Baumgartner, on the other hand, showed a wide range of skills, from being able to vary her hand speed and the force of her punches. She varied her shots. She sometimes threw little lead right uppercuts, which I thought were, helped open things up. Baumgartner also used a variety of jabs, which also helped her set up her hard right hand and little left hooks. All right, so now we got Ronaldo, Poncher, and I'm not sure who that is. Is that David Hay? On the mics doing a stand-up. Okay, I've got him on mute because I don't really like these guys per se, or I'm not that interested. Only person I'd be interested is the boxer, David Hay. This is all Mauro Ronaldo, though. They certainly have spent a lot of money on all the staff, meaning these talking heads for the fight, right? Wow, they're really dragging this out. This is what's painful about boxing fights, guys. It's just the waiting in between. Netflix money, yeah. All right, now we got Voldemort throwing punches at a dude with the body shield on. So no mitts, just the body shield. Interesting approach. All right, well, he certainly has a little group of male cheerleaders in his change room. That's very interesting. All right. It's interesting that all the commentators are calling for AJ to knock him out. Poncher just called him delusional. So it's like the whole production is against Voldemort, but it's his promotion, MVP, so it's almost like he's setting himself up to play the heel or something. I don't know. How many illegitimate coaches do I think he has? I think they're probably all crappy. Did you see, was it Tim Bradley called out, I think it's Jaleon Love is one of them? Yeah, Tim Bradley was calling out one of Jake Paul's coaches, and he said they could get a 2-for-1. Like Tim would fight the coach and Jake Paul in the same night and beat them both. Tim was pretty fired up about that. He shared that on the Andre Ward podcast, so you can check that one out. It's pretty entertaining. It's a pretty good podcast, regardless of his like calling out. Because he gives some insight into his fights with Provodnikov or the aftermath, and then, of course, the Manny Pacquiao fights and the aftermath there. All right, this is getting excruciating, you guys. I really hate all this horrible talk. Oh no, now we have Kate Scott and Dave Portnoy. Why do we need to listen to this? Now we have no boxers on the screen. We went from having 3 out of 4 to 1 out of 3 to 0 out of 2. So, relevance? I get it. This is a promo for Barstool coming over to Netflix, but God, it's all just advertising space. Alrighty, they're showing the odds. I don't know, I'm not a betting person. Alright guys, we got 4 minutes to get to this fighter. I'm just calling it quits because I'm pretty exhausted from training and working all week. And these guys are just dragging this out. Let me know what fights you're interested in. Are you guys gonna watch Naoya Inoue versus Picasso, and who is it? Junto Nakatani versus, I'm not sure who he's fighting. That's on December 27th. Not likely I'll be able to do a live for that, just because I will be, celebrating the holidays, but you never know. It's possible. So make sure you hit the bell so you know when we do go live. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're on commercial break. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on any upcoming boxing or MMA fights in the next couple of minutes, please. Say hi to let me know you're here if you're still here with us. No, the fight has not started yet. That's why I'm about to call it quits, just because they're just dragging this out for no reason. And I am pretty exhausted from a long week of doing those early morning workouts and then working. So yeah, if you're up, early in the morning, I do live stream a lot of my workouts. It's early Pacific time, so maybe it'll be a more normal time for you if you're on the East Coast or in the UK. Where are you guys at? Let me know. All right, we're still looking at a commercial for, I guess it's a film called Mercy. Opens January 2nd. Film for IMAX. All right, guys, say hello. Let us know who's here. Does Picasso have a chance? I mean, I don't know anything about him, but I tend to think no. I mean, he'd have to be spectacular to have a chance, right? Like, he'd have to be definitely world-class level and something special to have a chance. Oh my gosh, the ad. Okay, now we're taking a long shot at the crowd in the Kaseya Center. Close up of Shaggy for some reason. Yeah, it's all about the celebrities at this fight, I guess. Timbaland. Rick Ross. Wow, they really wined and dined a lot of people who come to this fight. Bella Bajaria. I don't know who she is, sorry. Benny Safdie. Not sure who he is either. Matt Rife. Who pulled out at the last minute? Oh, Teofimo Lopez is in the house. Getting some popcorn? Oh, good for him. Guess he doesn't have to worry about cutting weight yet. And Voldemort's brothers in the house, of course. Oh gosh, I wish Bert Kreischer would not show us his stomach. Oh, Juan Soto. He's wearing sunglasses inside at night. So Jim is saying, I like Picasso. He's talented, but it might be too early for Inoue. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you gotta already be world class and you gotta be something special to have a chance. I'll take a look at Picasso as we get a little bit closer to that fight, but I tend to think he doesn't have a chance. All right, finally we're gonna get, I guess, a national anthem. Sky Bishop. Singing God Save the King. I hope she doesn't try to sing it as a gospel song or something. One of the greatest national anthems ever written because it's fairly straightforward to sing. Your average person can sing God Save the King or God Save the Queen. Lyrics aren't too difficult to memorize. Tune is fairly straightforward, unlike the Star Spangled Banner. Allie Brooke. Sorry, don't know who she is either, but See, this is what also draws things out for boxing is this whole national anthem business. And the thing is, like, no diss to anybody's country, but you're not an amateur athlete. You're not representing your country. You're a professional. Professional. You are representing yourself. You're fighting for money, not for honor for your country. So, I don't know. Not that I don't enjoy national anthems, it's just I don't quite understand why they've become part of the standard for a professional boxing match. I mean, potentially, you have to sing at least two national anthems. Anyways, I guess we could say, hey, look, in MMA, they don't do that. Well, it sounded like a nice rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Okay. Alright, guys, I am about to call it an evening. Let me know if you have any final thoughts about either this upcoming match, the women's fight that we saw prior to that, where Alicia Baumgartner successfully defended her belts, or if you have any thoughts about any upcoming fights, like it's December 27th, or Teo versus Shakur, Barrios versus Garcia. Oh my gosh, now we're still doing more lead up. We haven't even started the ring walk yet. My cat is trying to steal my beverage, so. Not for you, buddy. That's funny. They just spelled the word exhibition incorrectly. They spelled it E-X-I-H. It's not an exhibition. All right. Looks like maybe we're finally ready for the ring walk because Anthony Joshua is geared up. Okay, but now we're going to jump to some... we're jumping back to more Joshua highlights. All right, Jim, so does that mean you're rooting for Voldemort? All right, more AJ highlights. Oh, you're telling Jake to run. I get it. Okay. All right. See, Joshua is wearing the gloves I like, which are Everlast. Those are definitely a good punching glove. It looks like he has the MXs on. Can't quite tell, but they look like them. Very funny. Who's that? Savior Edits? Yeah. Oh boy, here we go with the bots. Alright, AJ being brought out by... Okay, looks a little bit like... He doesn't look highly activated. Is that Eddie Hearn? getting in the ring with him? I'm curious to see who his coach is. Oh, it is Eddie Hearn. Nice little outfit there, Eddie Hearn. That's quite the fashion statement if you got the courage, you got the audacity, you got the cojones to wear a white suit with a little red and blue bandana representing GB colors. Nice. Alright, oh brother. Now we got Voldemort wearing some sunglasses, and we're gonna have to watch more promo footage of Voldemort. Oh, by the way, did you guys see the Tyron Woodley versus Anderson Silva fight? I missed that because I was doing my own workout, but how did that go if you saw it? Oh, this is just so excruciating the way they drag this out. I don't understand why Voldemort is wearing a Hulkamania thing on his jacket. I don't know what that's about. Plus he's wearing sunglasses. Not good. Alright. Is that 6ix9ine bring him, Tekashi 6ix9ine bring him out? Oh, all these lights are irritating. Well, he knows how to put on a show. It is 6ix9ine, alright. Why is he repping... I don't get it. What's the connection between Voldemort and Hulk? Or is that just because his brother's involved with WWE? Is that a leather jacket? That's really horrible ring attire, but whatever. Alright, so ring announcers should not have a ring name because they're not fighters. I will say this much. At least this ring announcer doesn't look like the Terminator like the guy for the DAZN does. Alright, so there's like 20 million coaches in Voldemort's corner. I'm still trying to figure out which one is... Who's in AJ's corner. Anderson looked like he was in great shape, though. That's good. I mean, I like both fighters. I would have actually done a live for that because I thought that was, evenly matched. They're both former UFC champions. So tell me, who won that fight? Was it Silva or Woodley? Alright, I'm still trying to get a read out on who's in AJ's corner. The camera's not lingering over there long enough for me to see. Is that Russ Amber? Is the cut man? Oh, they cut away again. Okay. Alright, I like how Eddie Hearn's just right in there repping, he's making sure he's seen. Oh boy. They're really dragging out the ring announcements. This is... I have no idea why Voldemort is saying he fights out of Puerto Rico. That's really weird. I wonder if there's like some sort of tax loophole that gives him a reason for doing that. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna be right back, so...